Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Before we go to the actual session, I would like to talk about the new batches from top educators. Here, Team Phoenix, SSC CGL and CHSL 2021 exams, SSC CGL and CHSL 2021 exams. Please give me a second. Foundation batch SSC CPO 2021 exam, all starting from November 3rd. Then we have set Brahmastra batch. This goes with SSC as well as bank exams, all government exams. Complete batch on general studies, all SSC 2021 exams. Agni batch. If you take 1 year subscription, you get 4 additional months, and 2 year subscription, you get 8 additional months. Every Sunday, there is a combat test, scholarship test, free registration, combat available in both English and Hindi. You have to answer 40 questions in 50 minutes. Detailed video solution for each question. And every Sunday it is at 12 noon. If you use my referral code, you should use my referral code Murthy10. Based on your scholarship rank, you get scholarship. These are the subscription offers. And if you use my referral code Murthy10, you get 10% discount. All set, let's crack it. We'll go to the actual session. Before we go to the actual session, I would like to talk about next week, Monday to Saturday, we have special classes carnival. Have a look at this, very useful. Monday, we have master class. Educators take you through most important concepts and relevant exam topics. Any competitive exam, you have exam topics you have to know, and also important concepts. Monday, it's all about exam concepts, and important exam topics. Tufani Tricks Tuesday. Educators take you through tips and tricks to crack the exam and save time. Tips and tricks are very important to save time. And on Tuesdays, you're going to get those strategies, tips, and tricks. Wednesday workshop. Educators work on making your basics strong. When you want to excel, my sessions are at 6 p.m. All my sessions at 6 p.m. You have been attending at the same time. That's a good question. 6 p.m. Who is this Balu? And every Thursday Tayari, a day of interesting quiz and winners get special mentions. Fun Friday, educators take doubts and cover topic-wise strategy. Weekend Bonanza, Mahamarathons and topper sessions. 20 plus classes daily for free. Try to attend those sessions, very useful. All the sessions handled by those with expertise as well as experience as well as expertise. Now we'll go to the session. Please have a look at the first question and try to answer. Question number 1. I absolutely refuse to put with that sort of conduct. We have about 20 seconds lagging behind. What is the answer? I absolutely refuse to put up with. Put up with. You all know this question is based on phrasal verbs at the outset. And what is a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is a combination of a verb plus preposition. Usually a phrasal verb it has two words, a verb and a preposition. But we do have three-word phrasal verbs. This is an example. Put is a verb, up is a preposition, with is also a preposition, put up with. What is the meaning of put up with? Tolerate, exactly. Who is that? Malik, Sada Malik, tolerate, to bear, to tolerate. I can't put up with this noise means what? I cannot tolerate this noise. Exactly, that is the answer. Very good. I appreciate. It is not on, it is not off, it is not out. Please go to question number 2. A dog lives in a. So, what is a word that goes with the place where a dog lives? Bear with, also, you can say. No problem, no problem. I think you can watch the video later. Oh, this evening. Yes, yes, I was thinking of you. Error location session. Can you guys watch the video later? A dog lives in a. Yes. Burrow goes with a rabbit. Hare, rabbit. We use the term burrowing animals. That is not the answer. Coop, it goes with a cage. This is not the answer. And stable goes with horses. This is not the answer. Answer is a fourth option. In cities, you come across kennel clubs. Have you heard of that? And they do organize exhibitions, dog shows, organized by a particular kennel club. So answer is a fourth option. Very good. The manager, question number 3. The manager needs to hold his anger. Today, a lot of questions based on phrasal verbs, very important. Try to get them right. The manager needs to hold his anger on, with, down, back. What is the answer here? Are you talking about the manager? That question? No, no. The manager needs to hold. On is not correct. With is not correct. Down is not correct. Back is correct. Hold back. No, 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 no. Hold back your anger means control. Hold back means what? Control. No one has got it right. That is very surprising. Hold back your emotions. Hold back your anger. It goes with everyday English. Hold back means control. The manager needs to control his anger. That's what it means. Hold back. Never heard of that? Please answer. Hold back goes with everyday English. And someone is very angry, we say, hold back your anger. Means control your anger. No problem. Sometimes you may come across difficult questions. Please go to question number 4. The girl was very pleased herself. Okay, no problem. All the questions cannot be easy. Some questions are difficult. Fourth question, fourth option. The girl was very pleased. The verb pleased. Pleased with someone. Pleased in herself, not correct. On is not correct. Over is not correct. Pleased with herself. I'm pleased with myself. She was pleased with herself. And this is based on what I call prepositional combination. Pleased with someone. That is a combination. Please go to question number 5. This is also based on, okay, Satya Prasad. Hold back. But it goes with everyday English. We say when someone is angry, hold back. The bride settled very well in the new environment. This also goes with everyday English, and also it is a, as I said, today a lot of questions based on phrasal verbs. The bride, bridegroom. The girl bride, the boy bridegroom. The bride settled very well in the new environment. Settled on is not correct. Settled down, not up, not off. Settled down. That's what we say, conversational English, settled down. After going to the US, it took some time for her to settle down. This also goes with conversational English, everyday English. If you haven't got it right, nothing to worry. Some questions are not easy, but next time, spend some time, learn, remember. Next time, you should be able to answer. That is the spirit. What is the question number now? Sixth one. The candidate's explanation was for its brevity and clarity. Settle down. You have to settle down in life. You are in early 30s, you have to settle down. We say that also. Harita has got it right. The candidate's exposition goes with, it means explanation. No problem. Was, there are two words, brevity. Brevity means a brief. That's an important word. Brief, brevity. And clarity. Both are positive words. And complementary, here, we cannot use this complementary. It should have been E, but it is I, not correct. Conspicuous means obvious, does not go with the context. Incomprehensible is a negative word. Comprehensible, understandable. Comprehension means what? To be able to understand. No, no. Remarkable. Madhav. Answer is the fourth option. Remarkable. Why should we use this? Is a positive word. Incomprehensible, negative word. Conspicuous does not justify. Sentence talks about two positive aspects. The candidate's exposition, brevity, and clarity. Both are remarkable qualities. So based on that, and we cannot use a complementary I. Answer is the fourth option. Hope you guys got it right. Just say yes or no. Remarkable for what? Brevity and clarity. Two important words, positive words. Last year, a company made of several lakhs of rupees. Last year, a company made yes, Harita is the first one as usual. Balu Naik, Madhav, you have got it right this time. Last year, a company made a profit of a standard phrase. What is this? Standard. They made a profit of lakhs of rupees. Not gain, not rise, not raise. But these two are very important. Rise and raise, they come under confusing verbs. Rise is an intransitive verb, and also rise is it is a an irregular verb. Rise, rose, risen. Intransitive means it cannot take an object. A raise is a transitive verb. It can take an object, raise your hand, raise the standards. It's a regular verb. That means it takes D or ED. Raise, raised, erased. These two, always you should be alert and recollect the information related to rise and raise. No, it is not gain, it is profit. We have made a profit of some lakhs of rupees. The company has made a profit of, make a profit of. What is the phrase here? Standard expression. make a profit of, make a profit of, that is a standard expression. Go to question number 8. The patient is of stomachache, suffering, experiencing, complaining, afflicting. The clue for you, the preposition of, you have to use your grammar knowledge for some questions. No, suffering is not correct. Suffering always takes a, suffer always takes a preposition from. Here, the patient is experiencing. You don't have to use the preposition of, so it is not correct. Suffer from, complaining of, that is a right expression. Complaining of, afflicted with. Here, afflicting is not correct. Afflict means to cause pain. The right word, complaining, he has complained of something. This question is based on prepositional combination. Educators also say fix the prepositions. Complain of something, complaining of some problem. Today, a lot of questions based on phrasal verbs. Don't get disappointed. Spend some time after the session and try to uh, get those phrasal verbs. What is the question number? This one. It is ninth one. Salman and the other actors drove through the forest. What is the answer? Salman and the other actors, perhaps they're talking about what happened in Rajasthan, black bucks. No, here the verb is drive, past drove. No, 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 no. In is not correct. No, drove the forest. That is not possible. Madhav has got it right. Answer is the fourth option. Drive through, go through a path. Imagine a forest. You drive through the forest. It's a standard expression. They drove through the forest. Answer, no improvement. Balu Naik, yes, no improvement. Drive through the forest. Go through, drive through, pass through. We cannot use any other preposition in that context. Drive through the forest. No problem, no problem. See, phrasal verbs not easy. They are important. At the same time, they are a bit difficult to learn, difficult to remember, and also confusing. So you got to be a little careful, spend some time. She was cooking in the kitchen. Something was going on. What was going on? She was cooking in the kitchen. That time something happened. What happened? When a husband was ringing, you cannot use here past continuous. It is the context talks about past continuous tense plus past tense. When a husband, you cannot use would have been ringing, you cannot use past perfect, you have to use simple past, past tense. Something happened, what happened? The husband rang the bell. That time something was going on. What was going on? She was cooking. When I went home, my mother was cooking. My usual example. So answer is the third option. It is related to past continuous tense plus past tense. That is the first use of past continuous tense. Something happened, past. That time something was going on, past continuous. I was having my dinner when the power went off. I was having my dinner when the power went off. The power went off while I was having my dinner. So that's an important question they have given in many exams. This is also question of the day for two reasons, not one reason, two reasons. No improvement. No, no, that is not correct. There is an error. That's why I said it's an important question. Very good. Chauhan has got it right. Whenever we start or begin a sentence with a negative word, please listen very carefully. Whenever we begin a sentence or start a sentence with a negative expression, a negative word, then the clause should be in interrogative form. Interrogative. The clause should be in interrogative form. Here, such incidents have taken place. That is affirmative, not correct. You have to take it to never have such incidents. Never have such incidents incidents taken place. Have such incidents taken place? That is interrogative. Based on that, answer is the first option. This is not correct. Never have such incidents taken place on our campus. I said this is an important question for two reasons. One, if you are not aware of the rule, you cannot answer. That's the reason why a lot of students could not get it right. Once you know the rule, it is very easy. But why it is important, common error, a lot of people say, I'm in the first floor. In the first floor, is it right or wrong? In the first floor, is that right or wrong? Please answer my question. I live in the first floor. Is that right or wrong? It is wrong. You have to say on the first floor. I live on the first floor. The same way you have to say on our campus. A lot of people say in our campus. In is not correct. Campus, the floors also we have to use a preposition on. Do remember they have given in many competitive exams on our campus, on the first floor. And I'll give one example. He seldom visits his parents. Here, seldom is a negative word, but I haven't started with a negative word, so regular pattern. He seldom visits his parents. Imagine I start with a negative expression. Seldom does he visit his parents. Then we have to use interrogative form. Seldom does he visit his parents. That is correct. If you don't begin the sentence with a negative word, regular pattern. If you begin with a negative word, then you have to use the interrogative form. I hope you guys got it right. An important rule. Even this is an easy one, but you have to remember the rule. Any question based on rules, in my opinion, easy. Any question based on the context, not easy. Contextual awareness comes with extensive reading. You have to read a lot. Then it becomes very easy to answer so many questions. I and my parents live together. Clear, sir. What is the answer? Oh, no. Here, already have learned correct order of pronouns. Usually, it is 2, 3, 1. If you are admitting a mistake, if you are confessing, it is 1, 2, 3. If all the pronouns are in the plural form, 1, 2, 3. But here we have a singular pronoun. Then it should be 2, 3, 1. 2 is not there, second person is not there, we have third person plural. 3, 1. You cannot start with I. Oh, thank you very much, Paul, Mr. Paul. So, pal, Puneet pal. Me and my, you cannot use object form. The pronoun is in the subject position. My parents and I live together. No, no, you cannot use me, you cannot use I, my parents and me. You cannot use object form. You have to use a subject form. Exactly. So, what is the correct sentence? My parents and I live together. That is a correct expression. Never begin a sentence with first person singular. If you are admitting a mistake, confessing, then you can use absolutely no problem. But here there's nothing about confession. Grandfather always finds faults with, here it should have been, anyhow, let me add one letter here. Then you choose one of the options. Grandfather always, always is a clue for you. That means sentence should be in present tense. Finds faults with the poor gardener. No, there is an error. Not the fourth option. Nothing wrong with finds. Grandfather, third person singular, present tense affirmative. We should add s or es to the verb. But here we cannot use faults. It should be fault. Based on that, grandfather finds fault with the poor gardener. Grandfather always finds fault with the poor gardener. This is a correct expression. It is not this, it is not this, it is not the given one. So, what is the answer? Fault should be in the singular form, and the verb you should add s or es, finds fault. He always finds fault, not the plural noun. Good question. What is the question number? I forgot. Is it now it is 14, I suppose. Don't find fault with others. We don't say don't find faults with others. We don't say that. Don't find fault with others. The Kadam Puja Devi, Puja would have been better, is in Kerala. So, what is the answer? No one has responded. Here is worth seeing the seeing temple, not correct. One of the worth seeing temples, again not correct. Conversational English and many questions. If you read a lot, you're exposed to the language, then you can answer. Answer is the second option. No, 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 no. Answer is the second option. The Kadam Puja Devi is a temple worth seeing. It's a temple worth seeing. This is a standard expression. It is a place worth going. It's a temple worth seeing. This again goes with conversational English. Answer is the second option. Anisha has got it right. Hina Makar has got it right. Not a bit difficult perhaps for you guys, but if you are exposed to conversational English, it becomes easy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Core. Please go to question number 15. Your son will have looked smart in a kurta. This is to some extent difficult, not that easy, but you have already learned. If you remember your grammar basics, you can answer this. No one has answered question number 15. Your son will have looked very good. Good evening, Nagamani. Here we cannot use will. You should have thought. At the outset, when you read this sentence, you have to think of a particular conditional. Which one is that? Past conditional. What is the sentence pattern that goes with past conditional? Any conditional, we have two clauses, main clause and if clause. Here, if clause is not mentioned, it's understood based on the context. And what is the sentence pattern that goes with main clause? Would plus have plus verb past participle form. Based on that, even here you have would have looked. Answer is the third option. Your son would have looked smart in a kurta. What is the actual idea? Had he worn a kurta, if he had worn a kurta, he would have looked smart. He would have looked smart. Good evening, Pandey. So you have to understand that. I appreciate those students who have chosen the third option. And do remember this question is based on past conditional main clause, would plus have plus verb past participle form. This is a fact. A lot of students, he would have looked smart. Yes, Balu Nayak, that is a correct expression. And that is a main clause, would have looked smart. The doctor scribbled. Scribble means to write something quickly. The doctor scribbled means what? To write something quickly. His prescription, which I could not make out. First, you have to know this question is based on a phrasal verb. Phrasal verb. There are two phrasal verbs with the same meaning. One, make out, it is UK, and figure out, US. What do they mean? To understand. I can't make out means I can't understand. I can't figure out means I can't understand. So the doctor scribbled his prescription, which I could not make out. Nothing wrong with this. Answer is no improvement. Very good. All the students have got it right. But do remember, make out, figure out, both mean the same. Make out is British English, figure out is American English. Meaning, I can figure out, I can make out means I can understand. I can't make out what he says. I can't understand what he says. Yes. What is the question number now? 17. Same meaning. Neither parties deserves our help. Neither parties deserves. Here, can you use a noun in the plural form? Will you say parties or party? What do you say? Here you don't see the preposition of. Very good. Who is this? Salmon. Am I right? Or Simon? Simon, I'm sorry. He has got it right. Letters are very small. I could not make out. We have to use a noun in the singular form. Every option you have except the fourth option, plural noun, not correct. Neither party deserves, it is in present tense. We should add S or S to the verb. Neither party deserves our help. Had it been neither of, either of, then the noun should be in the plural form. But here you don't see the preposition of. Either of the books is acceptable. What is the question number 18? I have to. Otherwise, it results in confusion. To who did you speak last night? I've been telling you guys, when it comes to who and whom, so many competitive exams, they have been asking questions because many students cannot make out where to use. They don't know where to use who, where to use whom. I have already told you guys who goes with If the question is about the subject, we have to use who. If the question is about the object, we have to use whom. Here, think of the answer. To who did you speak last night? What is a possible answer? I spoke to him. Here, the focus is on the word him. Answer my question. Him is subject or object? Just answer the question. The word him, is it subject or object? I spoke to him. The focus is on the word him. Here it is object. Because the question is about the object, we cannot use who. We have to use whom. Whom did you speak to last night? Or to whom did you speak last night? Possible answer, I spoke to him. Focus is on him. Him is object. As I said, who, if you are talking about subject, who won the match? They won the match. They subject who? Whom did you come with yesterday? I came with him. Him object whom. Very important. Quite often they ask questions because under pressure, not easy. Not easy to answer under pressure. Let us go to question number 19. This goes with what I call common errors. Common error. This goes with common errors rather. She reached to station barely on time. Barely means hardly. SAT. There is usually GMAT, GRE, SAT, Barron's, one of the top publisher, Barron's. Today, so many are there. One more is there, Princeton Publications. There's one more, Mania. Any of these you can depend on. Publications of these. She reached. So where is the error? Here we don't have to use a preposition to. That is redundancy. She reached station, but more specific than the station. She reached station barely on time. Here we cannot use a preposition to. Is that clear? I think only a few students have chosen the first option. Reach a place, reach to is not correct. I reached home, I reached station, I reached some place. We should not use a preposition to. I hope you guys got it. Good evening. Who is this? Nan Yadav. Good evening. A little late. What time is it? It's already 8 past 8. Session is at 7:30. She is walking in the park since morning. Now, where is the error? This is an easy question. Yes, Madhav, you're right. She reached the station. Yes, Balu Naik has answered. He has got it right. There's a clue for you. What is a clue? All of you listen very carefully. When it comes to error location, when you read the sentence, you have to look for the time phrase. Once you focus on the time phrase, it takes only a few seconds to get the answer. Here, no problem. Better late than never. Since morning, since for. These two prepositions go with two tenses. One is present perfect tense, the other one present perfect continuous tense. Here, walking, already the verb in ing form. And since morning, since goes with specific time, and for goes with time period. Since morning, specific. You cannot use present continuous. She is walking. Which tense is that? Present continuous, not correct. What is the correct expression? She has been walking. She has been walking in the park since morning. And which tense is this? Present perfect continuous. I have been teaching since 7:30. You have been listening to me since 7:30. And you have been listening to me for the last 45 minutes or 40 minutes. Time period, you have to use a preposition for. Please go to question number 21. My mother told me, don't eat the junk food. Junk means waste. Junk food is also known as waste food. Monday special class, I'm going to give the tips, give the strategies how to spot, based on exam topics, how to spot errors. You have to know certain things, the basics. You should have the strategies, then it becomes so easy. Here, my mother told, whenever you come across words like said, told, ordered, requested, urged, warned, then you have to think of indirect speech. Indirect speech, we have three headings. One is statements, the other one questions, and the third one commands and requests. Here it is a negative command because the word not is there. A negative command, we use the word not plus verb basic form or infinitive with to. Infinitive. Here with to. My mother told me, don't eat, not correct. Not to eat. What is the correct expression? My mother told me not to eat. What is the pattern here? Negative command. We have to use the word not, and to eat is a verb, basic form with to or infinitive. Answer is there's an error in the third part. My mother told me not to eat the junk food. And what is this question about? Indirect speech, commands. It comes under commands, negative command. Question number 22. You will spend most of your time gaping in awe. Gape means to open your mouth and look at something in awe, in surprise, because you're impressed at the Kailash temple. But that is not the only gem that Ellora has to offer. A lengthy sentence, read carefully and meticulously, you will be able to spot the error. Not that difficult. Waiting for your response. Question number 22. You will spend most of your time gaping. Nothing wrong with gape. Gape means to look at something because you're surprised a lot. You look at something with your mouth open. Imagine a country cousin goes to a big city. He gapes at everything. He is awestruck. Nothing wrong with that. In awe, a standard phrase. At the Kailash temple, no one has answered question number 22 except Harita, but that is not correct. 22C. There is an error in the third part. That is right, but what is wrong with the very good? Balu Nayak, Saurabh, and also there is an error in the third part here, but that is not only gem, not correct. The only gem is a standard phrase. That is not the only thing, that is not the only gem that Ellora has to offer. This question is based on article. Here we have to use the definite article the, not the indefinite article a. A bit difficult because you got to read the sentence very carefully, a lengthy sentence. This is an easy one. What is the question number 23? What happened at your college today? The only gem. That is correct. Question number 23 is rather easy, should not be that difficult. One reading. You may be able to spot the error, but correct expression is important. There is an error in the first part, that is right. Here, the verb should be in what. I will write two sentences. What happened today? What has happened today? I saw him, excuse me, slippery. I saw him today. I have seen him today. Answer my question. What happened today? Is that right? Or what has happened today? Is that right? Here we have the clue. Today is incomplete. Don't consider usage. Go with standard grammar, British English. If you use a time phrase that indicates incomplete time period, here today, is today complete? No, it is incomplete. This week, incomplete. This month, incomplete. If the time expresses incompleteness, incomplete time period, then we have to use present perfect tense, not past tense. Answer is what has happened today. The same way, in many exams I've given, I saw him today. Is the sentence right or wrong? I saw him today. Please answer my question. I saw him today. Is that right or wrong? No one has responded. I saw him today. Time lag, I suppose. Here, I saw him today is not correct. I have seen him today is correct. Because today is incomplete, we have to use present perfect. Many students don't know this. They don't know this difference. But one competitive exam, they gave a question. She wrote 2 books this year. Not correct. Many students thought the sentence is correct. She has written 2 books this year. Because this year is incomplete. She has written 2 books this year is correct. Please go to question number 24. She has a kind eyes with a beautiful face. I have seen him today is correct. Very good. I have seen him. Subtle difference, you got to be very alert. Only then you can make out. I spotted him today, not correct. I have spotted him. I have spotted him today. Madhav. She, third person singular. We have to use has. She has. Here it talks about possession. I'll tell a joke later. Here the noun plural form. Before plural nouns, you should not use any indefinite article. You all must be knowing that. So based on that, there is an error in the first part. She has kind eyes with a beautiful face. Then it is correct. I hope you guys got it. Just say yes or no. If you take this, this is a helping verb, primary auxiliary. It has one function, goes with perfect tenses, goes with present sometimes, and 3 meanings. One meaning eat, another meaning drink, the third meaning possess. Eat you can use in ing form, drink you can use in ing form. For example, you can say, I am having tea. Sentence is correct. What does it mean? I am drinking tea. I'm having my dinner. This is also correct. I'm eating my dinner. But based on this pattern, a lot of people say, I'm having 2 brothers. Is this sentence right or wrong? I'm having 2 brothers. I'm having a brother. It means what? You're eating your 2 brothers. It means you're eating your brother. That is not practically possible. So this sentence, I'm having 2 brothers, is wrong. It is not correct. This is an important thing. Please listen very carefully. Here we have to say, I have two brothers. When it comes to possession, so what is the rule here? When it comes to possession, you cannot use a primary auxiliary have in continuous form, in ing form. A lot of people say, I'm having a bike. I'm having a bike means I'm eating a bike. That is not practically possible. I have a bike. I have a brother. I have a sister. I have a car. Possession never use have in ing form. That is an important rule. Let us go to question number 25. What time is it? We have 10 minutes. I want you to write an essay which will be in the journal. This again depends on your grammar knowledge. And any question based on grammar knowledge, in my opinion, very easy to answer. All that you have to remember the rule, that's it. But any question based on context, contextual awareness, not easy to answer. I want you to write an essay. I want you to write an essay, nothing wrong, which will be, then there is a verb. Then you have to tell yourself this question is about passive voice. Any sentence in passive voice, the main verb is always in past participle form. Based on that, include is not correct. Will be included. That is correct. I will include something. Something will be included. This is future tense in passive voice. Future tense, passive voice. Let us go to question number 26. These are idioms and phrases. Whatever you see in yellow, it's an idiomatic expression. Read, look at the options, choose the correct option. To keep under wraps means to keep something very good. I see Balu Nayak, Harita, they have answered. They've got it right. After that, Anisha, Yadav, Shivam, or Chauhan. Yes, here, keep under wraps means what? Keep something a secret. Answer is the fourth option. Very good. Shivdas also. Please go to question number 27. Idiomatic expression. He lost his face in the meeting. Lose face means what? He lost his face in the meeting. Feel angry? No. Get injured? No. Feel surprised? No. Answer is the first option. Become embarrassed? Answer is the first option. You feel very embarrassed, uncomfortable, ashamed. We use, I lost my face in the meeting because of something. Very good. Please go to question number 28. This has been given in many competitive exams. The green eyed monster strikes a woman the moment she sees her husband talking to another pretty woman. This is something practical. Keep under one's hat. Yes. Please go to question number 28. The green eyed monster, they have given this in many competitive exams. Green eyed monster means jealousy. Anger, not correct. Hatred, friendship, jealousy. It's always, that's why I smiled when I read out this sentence. Practical. I use this quite often. I use this phrase quite often. If you read the Hindu paper, it helps in the long run. My usual statement. Harita is smiling, all serious. So 29, if you read the Hindu paper or any English paper, it helps in the long run. In the long run means what? Question number 29, what is the answer? Ultimately, no, no, universally not correct. Permanently, no, no, no. ultimately or eventually. In the long run, it is going to help. Finally, ultimately, eventually. Answer is the fourth option. Answer is the fourth option. Question number 30. No problem. Sometimes you don't get it right. Nothing to worry. Next time you got to be careful. That's it. Take it in the right spirit. The teacher announced that she had no blue eyed boys in the class. Blue eyed boys means what? Yes, Chauhan, ultimately. That is the answer. Perfect. The teacher, this should be the last question. What time is it? 8:26. But there are some more questions. The teacher announced that she had no blue eyed boys. Blue eyed boy. Royal children? No. Young boys? Foreigners? No. Answer is the fourth option. No favorites. No blue eyed boys means what? No favorites. That's it for today. I have another session. I have to rush. And remaining questions we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow there's a session. Do you guys know that? Tomorrow there are two sessions, in fact. One is at 2 p.m. Please listen before I wind up. Tomorrow I'm going to take two sessions, same channel. Uh, One is at 2 p.m., 2 to 3, and the other one is at 7:30 usual time. Please listen. Tomorrow I'm going to take two sessions. One is at 2 p.m. and the other one 7:30 p.m. Thank you very much. I have written the time slots. Thank you very much for being with me till 8:27.